Hello and a very warm welcome to the third edition of ETEducation Annual Education Summit 2026. I'm Apurva Shukla and currently with me is Ms. Jayshree. Please welcome her. Hi Jayshree.
Hello.
The first question that I would like to ask you is that you have built India's one of the India's most respected groups, right, in terms of school, right? So what was your original vision towards it and how are you creating that environment future ready?
So, the most important thing about education and school education is children's character. If you can build their character, things will fall in place. And what is your second one?
How are
Um,
you probably
yeah.
getting it future ready?
So, I do believe that AI is important. And even if you want it or don't want it, it's there, knocking at your door, it's already there. Now, how to use it ethically is important. If knowledge, which doesn't have values, can be very, very destructive. And AI without ethics can be absolutely devastating. So, we need to have this clear understanding how far to go and where not to tread past.
So another question that I would like to ask you, Jayshree, is like as a founder, what is that one of the toughest leadership decision you have made in your life?
um, always thought of what I believed in. I ran the school with my philosophy, which sometimes was probably ahead of its time. And I was particular about not being colonial in your thought. So when all the schools had their ties and leather shoes, I was the one to say we need cotton and we don't need ties, we don't need belts, we need children to be comfortable, and we want to do namaste rather than saying good morning. And 25 years back, it was frowned upon that, oh, it's not smart enough for children to do all that. And imagine, because we were so British in our thought that a tie meant formal education. But for me, it meant discomfort. And so I defied the normal norms and took decisions where keeping the child in mind. It was always child centric.
You talked about discomfort. You also talked about how you changed. You bought the transition. What is ahead? What changes can we expect from Jayshree in upcoming 2 3 years?
We want to have children future ready, not yesterday smart. So to have them future ready, we have to evolve. There are four C's that we must look at. That is critical thinking. A child must be able to question, to ask, to deliberate, and then come to answers. We must have compassion because for the world to move ahead, we need to have compassion. And the third is creativity. If you're not going to create something new, if you're not going to be ahead of your artificial intelligence, if you're not going to be ahead of your chat GPT in thinking, we are not, they're going to take us over. And the fourth is character building. So see that your children have the character which is ethically correct, morally right to move forward in life.
Thank you so much for the amazing insights, and it was a pleasure talking to you, Jayshree, for some fresh perspectives that you've brought in. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to ET Education's LinkedIn to know more about what's happening right here at the third edition of this event. Thank you.